Hi, what was that? You said that you want to learn how to clean the new grinders? Well, let me show you. First, we're going to start with our equipment that we're going to need. Grab the grinds, we're going to do the decaf. And I also have a dry rag. Dry is very important. Plugged in our vacuum. So first, we're going to start emptying the hopper. There's also this silver metal plate that we're going to close. That just cuts off the beans from falling out of the hopper. So I'm going to twist that off, put them out. I'm going to vacuum out the beans that are in the grinder right now. And then go ahead and put the hopper back on. And that turns the grinder back on. And then I'm going to grab our grinds and we're going to get a cap full in there. And then I'm also going to grab a cup and I'm move the plate. Slide the plate back out so that the grinds that we just put in can go down. And then I'm just pressing down on the button in the back. And I'm just going to run it until it goes clean. Get those out there. All right, and then you can see in the bottom, we're going to go in the back and we're going to turn that off. We're going to cap our beans off with a screwdriver. And we're going to go in and unscrew these two screws right here. Not all the way, but just enough that they're up a little bit. Over here, that should be plenty. They shouldn't be too tightly screwed in either. All right, and then you see this little lock, unlock, grab onto these, move it counterclockwise so that it goes into the unlock position, and then when it happens, we should be able to lift off this plate, like little UFO moment. Be careful, don't do that because the screws are still in here and we don't want to lose those. Grab our dry rag and just go in, wipe that down so it's nice and clean. Put that to the side, out of the way. A little rubber stopper in here. It just basically works to reduce the static electricity in the machine so everything can flow nicely, and we're gonna just take that out. Run it under some water just to rinse it off, just to ensure that it's completely dry. And I'm just gonna make sure that it's, again, completely dry. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna vacuum up all this debris that came out. Kind of scrape off the grinds that are building up right underneath the stopper. Now that we've done most of our vacuuming, I'm just gonna grab this guy that comes out. And it's really nice because all you have to do is it just clicks in and out. So I'm just gonna gently pull on that and wipe it down with our dry rag. And I'm just basically wadding up this rag so it can extend the life of these grinders for as long as possible. All right, and that's looking pretty clean. So also set that to the side, through and wipe everything down with the dry rag, basically like a final dusting. And you want to make sure that you get all the sides because there's a lot of dust buildup that can go on out of sight, out of mind. So just kind of think about where you're not looking all the time. All right. And then I just take the side of the rag and I kind of get up behind and shimmy it a little bit because there's a lot of good grind buildup that happens under there, as you can see. One of those out of sight, out of mind things. I'm just going to run around the ring of the button back here and wipe that down. And also one of the really important things to do is make sure that you're cleaning underneath the grinders, but I already went through and did that. But slide it out of the way and get under there and swipe out all the grinds. And then we're going to put it back together. So I'm going to grab this and just going to make sure that there's nothing hiding up in here. One last little check. And it's at an angle, and then you just pop it in until it clicks. Beautiful. Take the plate. And as you can see, there's a pin right here. This pin is going to be our friend because we're going to go over here and we're going to locate this little hole. and we're gonna line it up best we can. Put on there, find that pin, and then rotate the logo to the back of the machine, and then it goes right down, which is perfect. Put it down and it's flat and there's no gap anymore, so we know that it's in there and it's pretty solid. And then we're just gonna take these again and move it clockwise this time so that it locks into place. And then we're gonna go through and we're going to tighten our screws. Not too tight though. All right, there we go. That's not too tight. Perfect. That's all looking very secure. Our dry rag. We're going and we're gonna wipe down the inside of the hopper and the outside around the base of it, because there's a lot of grime buildup that can happen underneath that isn't always easiest to see. You're not necessarily seeing, but grinds can sneak into. Just wiping off the bottom, kind of wadding it up, circling it around, and then we're wiping off the plates, the little silver plate that separates the beans from the machine. We just want to take care to do this because, again, buildup is harder to get off than grinds appear day of. And then I'm just going to close the plate, find this little groove, which looks like to the left of the opening of the plate, and I'm going to line it up right here with this other groove. Pretty easy to see. You'll be able to see it during training in person, and I'm just going to slide it in there, align it, and twist it right, and it goes right back into place. That's really secure. And take the dry rag and wipe off the lid and the bottom. Just pop that back on. Now you have a fresh, clean grinder, and then you would just repeat on both of them, and then you're done.